dive into the eerie world of 1960s cinema as we explore 5 weird horror movies that you absolutely need to see. These particularly odd films hold a special attraction, not just for their scare factor, but because of the eerie curiosity they evoke in those who dare to watch. So, grab some popcorn, dim the lights, and get ready for these 5 weird horror movies from the 1960s. The Castle of the Living Dead. Directed by Warren Kiefer and starring Christopher Lee, Guy Germaini, Philippe Leroy, Antonio DiMartini, Marco Valentine, and Donald Sutherland. A group of traveling performers are invited to the castle of Count Draco to put on a private show for him.
Look, here it is.
The Count enjoys embalming, as evidenced by the numerous petrified animals throughout his home.
Can you say your name?
Count Drago. Welcome to my home.
The reality is that Count Draco developed a chemical formula that instantly preserves any living creature after causing their death.
Aren't you having any?
Alas, no, my health forbids it. I keep it only for my guests. With your permission, I shall remove the body to my laboratory.
Will the intervention of a witch
Eat my bread, or soon be dead.
and the local gendarme
I urge you, sir, send those gypsies packing.
Before you return, Sergeant, they will all be gone.
be enough to save the performers as they begin to disappear? Number 4. Castle of Blood. Directed by Antonio Margheriti and Sergio Corbucci, and starring Barbara Steele, George Riviere, Marguerite Robson, and Arturo Dominici. A skeptical journalist named Alan Foster has a macabre conversation with Edgar Allan Poe.
My obsession of earlier, it was created by her teeth. The sight of them had consumed me, and it had been fully 6 months since the night of her death.
You see, it happened in your imagination.
No, it didn't.
Thomas Blackwood then dares Foster to spend All Souls' Eve in the notorious Blackwood Castle.
Pardon me, sir. I'll bet £100 sterling on the theory that you, sir, cannot spend a single night in my castle in Providence.
Foster soon finds that he is not alone in the mansion, as others approach him and vie for his attention.
Did my brother send you?
As the night progresses, Foster realizes that these deceased individuals are reenacting the events that led to their deaths.
Subscribe.
In addition to his attention, the ghosts need Foster's blood to repeat their ghastly cycle.
This way, Alan. Follow me.
Will the assistance of a sympathetic specter be enough to help Foster survive the night?
For a moment I thought that your heart had stopped.
My heart isn't beating, Alan. I'm dead, Alan. Dead.
Number 3. The Raven. Directed by Roger Corman and starring Vincent Price, Peter Lorre, Boris Karloff, Hazel Court, Olive Sturgis, and Jack Nicholson. A sorcerer named Craven mourns the death of his wife, Lenore, who has been gone for 2 years.
Lenore. Come back to me, Lenore. Come back to me. Ah!
A strange raven visits Craven and eventually turns out to be a wizard named Dr. Bedlow, who was transformed into a bird by Dr. Scarabus.
Start concentrating on getting me back to my rightful form.
Your rightful form?
Well, what do you think? I was born this way?
Dr. Craven, Dr. Raven, Dr. Bedlow.
After stating he has seen the ghost of Lenore at the Scarabus Castle, Dr. Bedlow, Craven, his daughter, and his son head there to find out what's really going on.
I'm afraid. Father,
Afraid, my dear? There's nothing to be afraid of.
The evening turns into a night filled with terror, magical secrets, and deceit.
Lenore.
Number 2. The Tomb of Ligeia. Directed by Roger Corman and starring Vincent Price, Elizabeth Shepard, John Westbrook, Derek Francis, and Oliver Johnston. Vernon Fell claims that his recently deceased wife, Ligeia, is alive in some form.
She will not rest because she is not dead. And she will not die because she willed not to die.
And all the while, a black cat is close by. A willful woman named Rowena, who looks remarkably like Ligeia, deals with not seeing Fell after their wedding, Fell's wild temperament when she does see him, and frequent cat attacks. All the while, the spirit of Ligeia affects every facet of the new marriage. And the couple must face a deathly showdown if anyone is to survive.
Soon, very soon, you will see standing before you Ligeia.
Number 1. The Oblong Box. Directed by Gordon Hessler and starring Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, Peter Arne, Judah Levka, Hilary Dwyer, Sally Geeson, Harry Bard, and Alistair Williamson. In 1865, an angry tribe disfigures Julian Markham's brother Edward during an African ritual ceremony. Julian locks Edward in a room in his mansion to hide him from the world.
Control yourself, Edward, please! Julia!
Edward develops a plan to escape from the room by faking death.
Oh, Edward, can your soul ever forgive mine?
But is soon buried alive. After grave robbers dig up Edward, he becomes the killer in the Crimson Mask as he moves through town during the night, seeking revenge on those who were cruel to him.
You locked him up, you nailed him down.
My God, Trench, do you know what that means? It means that my brother was buried alive.
So, there you have it. Which other horror films from the 1960s are your favorites? Remember to like and to subscribe to our channel and check out our many other horror and sci-fi videos. See you next time.